The woman started to suspect that the man in front of her wasn't actually her husband. He had always been cold and distant, but today he was suddenly caring, and for the first time ever, he even offered to wash the dishes. As it turns out, he really wasn't her husband. Her real husband had died in a car accident just the day before. Coincidentally, the man he collided with shared the exact same name, while her husband died on the spot. The other man, a middle-aged chef, only suffered minor injuries, but Death made a mistake. He accidentally took the wrong soul. By the time Death realized the error, the chef's body had already been cremated. Overwhelmed with guilt, Death decided to place the chef's soul into the body of the deceased namesake, a wealthy bank president named Juhan, whose funeral was taking place at that very moment. So when Juhan suddenly sat up in the middle of his own funeral, everyone there was terrified. Juhan had been a cold and emotionless man, especially toward his wife. He had never shown her an ounce of warmth, but the soul now inside him belonged to a completely different man, a warm, funny chef who adored his family. The chef was just as confused when he woke up, surrounded by strangers. It wasn't until he looked in the mirror that he realized what had happened. Still in shock, he ran to his original home, where he ran into his wife, Miran, just as she was heading out. Overcome with emotion, he rushed up to her and claimed to be her husband. He even shared intimate memories only the two of them would know, but Miran was horrified. She thought he was some kind of deranged stalker. Just then, a friend of the wealthy Juhan happened to witness the scene. He assumed Juhan had lost his mind after the accident, and quickly took him back to the mansion. Back at the luxurious home, the chef saw Juhan's unfamiliar wife and two children, and broke down. He locked himself in the bathroom and cried. The next day, he went to his old restaurant, only to find that it had shut down. It was clear his family had been crushed by debt. Determined to help, he returned to the wealthy Juhan's mother and asked for money. Without question, she handed over 100 million won. He disguised himself as a delivery man, and brought the money to Miran. When she opened the package, the entire family was stunned. They had never seen that much money in their lives. Fortunately, he had included a note written under a friend's name, saying the money was just a loan, and he left his phone number, telling them to reach out if they ever needed help. But even as he tried to stay strong, he couldn't stop himself from crying. His family was right there in front of him, and yet he couldn't reveal who he truly was. And just as he returned to the wealthy man's home, a new wave of trouble was